We are very honoured and pleased, nevertheless, to be able to welcome Darren Johnson, who's just arrived. Darren Johnson is a Green Party member of the London Assembly, and he's going to bring greetings and support from the Green Party and speak about, once again, speak about why an attack on Iran would be a catastrophe. So, big hand for Darren, please.
Thank you. As you've heard, unfortunately, Caroline Lucas can't make it this evening, but she did ask me to come along on behalf of the Green Party, and certainly you have our full and continued support in this campaign. We were very, very clear in our election manifesto that we were completely opposed to military action against Iran. It's simply not the way forward. As Caroline Lucas has said time and time again, not only is it immoral in terms of the impact on the Iranian people, the impact in terms of world peace and so on, it's also going to be completely counterproductive. At the moment, there are a range of different voices, a range of different views in Iran. If you start trying to bomb people into submission, then people tend to unite behind a single message and a single way forward. You look at what happened in Britain when the Nazis were bombing us. That united the Conservative Party right through to the Communist Party and others. Is something different going to happen in Iran if there was a bombing campaign launched against Iran? No, it's absolutely not the way forward. I think if we look back to the Iraq War, and I know that many people in the room now, as many faces that I recognise, and on the panel as well, who campaigned tirelessly against the war in Iraq, and there was frustration felt by millions and millions of people who said they went on the marches, they campaigned, they protested to their MP, they made their voice heard time and time again. Yet at the end of the day, they were ignored. It's true, they were ignored. Public opinion was ignored in that respect. But what can't be taken away from everyone who took part in the protests against the war in Iraq is that we were right, and history has proved us that we were right to oppose that illegal and immoral war, in the same way that history would prove us right if there were to be attacks on Iran. That is why we've got to remember those appalling lessons from the war in Iraq. We've got to hold firm in campaigning for peace and justice, and as we've heard, diplomacy as the way forward. If we want a better world where democracy flourishes, where human rights flourishes, where peace flourishes, where we have a sustainable future, you can't bomb people into submission, into accepting that. We've got to work through it through peace and diplomacy and solidarity. Greetings from the Green Party. Thank you.
Thanks very much, Darren.